Children, now we are here discussing the difference of racemose and cymose inflorescence. In racemose inflorescence, the younger flowers are there at the tip and older are there at the base. As I have drawn in this picture, this is the example of mustard. But nowadays the season of mustard is not there, but I am showing you the another example of racemose inflorescence actually. But you are to draw the diagram same way. Here you can see the younger as they are there in the bud condition, and these are the older, and this oldest flower has now converted into the fruit. So you can see the older flower are there at the base and younger flower are there at the tip. This type of arrangement is called as racemose inflorescence. Now this is the real example. See that here you can see, I will spread it and then you will be able to see this, that you can see these are the older flower, hence they are open, and this is the younger flower which is there at the tip, and older flower are there at the base, and these are the oldest one which has now converted into the fruit. So this is the floral axis on which the arrangement of flower you can see. The older are there at the base and these are also the older one, and this is the youngest one as I have drawn in this picture. So this is actually, I have taken up the flower of the bryophyllum. See that it is very much clear in this picture. The older are there at the base and younger are there at the tip. So this arrangement is called as racemose inflorescence. Now today I will show you my garden also, in which I will show you various flowers. Now come to here. This is the cymose inflorescence. In cymose inflorescence, actually what happens, that older are there at the tip and younger are there at the base. This is the oldest one. These are the second order, and these are there in the bud condition. These are the third one. So you can say this is first, this is second, and this is third. Here what is that? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Like this the arrangement is there, and here the arrangement is like this. It means this type of arrangement, if the older are there at the tip and younger are there at the base, it is called as basipetal order. And if younger are there at the tip and older are there at the base, it is called as acropetal order. Now in racemose inflorescence, actually the growth of the floral axis is not stopped by the formation. दोनों साइडों में आ रहे हैं. You can see in this, the growth of the floral axis is not stopped by the formation of flower. But here you can see the growth of the floral axis is stopped by the formation of flower in cymose inflorescence. The growth of the floral axis is stopped by the formation of flower. This diagram is given in your book also. I will be showing in book. But first I want to show you in my garden. The cymose inflorescence is very much there in jasmine, which I am showing you the jasmine plant. Come to here. Look at, this is my garden, and now I am showing you the jasmine plant. Look at here. This is very much clear that this older flower, see that this older flower, it is now still there in the bud condition, but it is the older one which is large in size, and these are the smaller one which are there at the base. Here you can see the older flower has already completed its complete process, and now it is shaded. See that it is fallen down. ये जमीन पे गिरा हुआ है. And these are the younger one which are still there on the branch. Here it is very much clear. The older flower is open and younger are there at the base and which are not open. So you can see the jasmine plant, see the condition, older is there in the center and younger are there at the periphery. By this you can understand the cymose inflorescence. And racemose inflorescence I will be showing you here. Look at, from this plant I have taken the racemose inflorescence. Here you can see the younger flower are there in the tip and older are there at the base, which I have shown you earlier in the room. And now come to here. I want to show you the older, this in the sunflower also. You can see that, suppose this is the floral axis. The growth of the floral axis is here stopped by the formation of flower. Okay, this is the floral axis. Look at here, and every floral axis growth is stopped by the formation of flower. Okay, see here, this is the floral axis, this, and this, the growth of the floral axis is stopped by the formation of flower. This is the sunflower. Okay, now you can see that this is my garden in which I want to show you. This is papaya plant in which the unisexual flower are there, which I am going to discuss you. Later on, this is sunflower in which the cymose inflorescence is there. This is money plant in which I have shown you the climbing roots. I am going back to the previous chapter. See that these are the climbing roots are there. This is money plant. I have gave you the example of money plant also. This is another type of money plant. You can see as many climbing roots. These are the climbing roots in the money plant is there. Okay, and so many. This is one of the palm, and this is a gymnosperm cycas plant is there. It is a gymnospermic plant is there. Pteridophyta also I want to show you. Look at here. This is one of the pteridophyte, okay, fern, and I wanted to show you the sporangia at the back because now it is there in the reproductive period. So look at here. This is the fern plant and these are its sporangia at the back. The granular beaded structure you can see. So these are sporangia, and this plant is now there in the reproductive stage. It is a pteridophyte. Okay, so this way I can explain you the various, but today we are discussing the inflorescence. So inflorescence I have shown you these two type of inflorescence are there. Now we will be discussing the definition related to